Recently on my way to work, I was listening to the Panic at the Disco version of Into the Unknown from Frozen 2.
Into the unknown.
And then I realized that's a pretty wild statement, so I got to thinking about the history of Disney pop song credits. A pop song cover of a song from the preceding film played over the closing credits is the ubiquitous way to end a Disney animated film. But how did we get here? Let's find out. So let's back up a little bit and broaden out. Back in the olden days, credits for a film used to come at the beginning, before the film itself. The early Disney films followed the same pattern. From Snow White to The Fox and the Hound, every Walt Disney Animation Studios film has credits at the beginning, except Fantasia, which is its own thing. They were usually backed by an instrumental opening, a song that has to do with the movie but isn't actually in the movie,
when you wish upon a star,
the second star to the right shines in the night for you.
Which spets leven on cream and loving bats, naturellement the aristocrats.
or an instrumental/studio chorus version of a song that does appear in the film.
Oh, this is the night. It's a beautiful night, and we call it
I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream.
I know you, the gleam in your eyes is so familiar a gleam.
We're three happy chappies with snappy serappies.
You'll find us beneath our sombrero.
That last one only happens in 3 movies by my count, but that is the closest example to the pop music covers of today. The first Disney animated film to have credits at the end was The Black Cauldron in 1985. I assume this was due to changing industry standards at the time. Honestly, I tried to research and find why films started putting credits at the end instead of the beginning, but I mostly just found people asking the same question or talking about the trend without any firm sources. Wikipedia points to the late 60s and early 70s as when the shift began to happen, and the consensus seems to be that by the 80s, it was definitely the norm. Whatever the reason, movies needing more people to make and union negotiations probably, credits are now at the end of movies, which checks off one box and leads us to part 2. The shift in credit placement didn't immediately lead to pop song covers, of course. The Black Cauldron and The Great Mouse Detective ended with score, and a Little Ratigan chorus.
Goodbye so soon, and isn't it a shame?
And if you immediately left the theater at the end of Oliver and Company, you'd be listening to a pop song.
We got streets out
But it's just the last number of the film, which isn't what we're talking about, followed by more instrumental music. Even the arrival of the Disney Renaissance doesn't bring us our pop music. The Rescuers, which isn't a musical to be fair, has the standard instrumental. And The Little Mermaid literally just plays Under the Sea again, like they didn't even change it a little bit.
The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake.
No Friends, the honor of having the first pop song version of a song from the movie goes to my old love, Beauty and the Beast. That's right, the greatest of all Disney movies started the trend with its titular song, Beauty and the Beast.
Tale as old as time.
As I've said before, it's a beautiful song that Angela Lansbury sang once and made everyone in the studio cry.
People were crying, even in the orchestra. We were crying in the booth. She nailed it on one take.
It was appreciated in its time, too. Critics loved it, and it won a Golden Globe, Academy Award, and a Grammy.
The Oscar goes to Alan Menken and Howard Ashman for Beauty and the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
It's that Academy Award, actually, that may have led to the pop song version in the first place. Beauty and the Beast was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Original Song, but so was Belle and Be Our Guest.
From Beauty and the Beast, Beauty and the Beast.
From Beauty and the Beast, Belle.
From Beauty and the Beast, Be Our Guest.
According to producer Don Hahn, they were worried that this would split the vote. Apparently, Alan Menken and Howard Ashman knew that they would have to write a song that could have a life outside the movie. I'm not sure why they thought that. Alan Menken doesn't explain more in that interview, but it was apparently already set up to be a popular song. Now it's time to take a quick break and talk about An American Tail. You know An American Tail, right? Where Fievel Mouskowitz sings Somewhere Out There with his sister Tanya after he separated from his family. Somewhere Out There was written by James Horner and songwriting team Barry Mann and Cynthia Whale. Apparently, Steven Spielberg, who was a producer producer on the film, was elated that they had delivered what he thought was a hit song. It was decided to feature the song in the movie by getting established stars to sing it, Linda Ronstadt and James Ingram, and by showcasing it at the end of the film. Somewhere Out There ended up being nominated for an Oscar, and the pop version peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and is certified gold. So now with this piece of the puzzle, it's easy to see that the team probably had some inspiration when it came to promoting Beauty and the Beast. Like I said, they didn't want to split the vote 3 ways, so they tried to guide voters to the title song. They chose Celine Dion to sing, who was apparently the cheap option at the time. They pulled in Peabo Bryson for the star power, and the plan worked, with the pop version peaking at number 9 on the charts, the music video playing on VH1, and the film's song winning the Oscar. It sounds like critics actually usually prefer the film version, but it still sold a bunch of copies and hit a bunch of charts, along with kickstarting Celine Dion's career in America even before Titanic. Mixed reviews notwithstanding, the pop version of Beauty and the Beast was massively successful. It made money, it brought more attention to the film, and it helped them win the Oscar. Why wouldn't Disney try it again? They barely tweaked the formula for Aladdin, bringing in Bryson once again and pairing him this time with singer Regina Belle.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew.
Which led to a number 1 chart-topping hit single that bumped off I Will Always Love You. If you've already got Elton John and Phil Collins writing music for your movie, why wouldn't you have them sing over the credits?
Just to be with you, and can you feel the love tonight?
Come, stop your crying, it'll be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight.
It's the Renaissance, baby. Get Michael Bolton, get Christina Aguilera, go nuts! It's not really a surprise that a common Disney trope like this was established and thrived during the Disney Renaissance, as influential as that time period was. But it was a strong enough tradition that it even continued into the early 2000s, known by some as the experimental era. Even though from 2000 to 2008, only Home on the Range was technically a musical film, every single movie played a pop song over the credits, except for Dinosaur. So even though there weren't songs to make covers of, they still included pop music over the credits. Princess and the Frog, Winnie the Pooh, and Tangled are all musicals, and though there's not a cover of a song over the credits, there is a song fitting in with the tone of the movie and the film's music, which kind of harkens back to Disney's olden days. Non-musicals Wreck-It Ralph, Big Hero 6, Zootopia, and Ralph Breaks the Internet all get their pop song.
When can I see you again? Hello, hello, let me tell you what it's like to be a 0-0. 'Cause we could be immortals, immortals, just not alone.
I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I'll start again.
And the Return to Princess musicals all get the pop cover treatment.
Let it go, let it go. The cold never bothered me anyway. See the light as it shines on the sea. It's blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes.
Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown?
So, pop songs over the credits. Just good marketing, I guess. Get a new music video to promote, radio play to promote, maybe bag an Oscar on the way. Like many Disney things, it all comes back to the Renaissance, with special shout out to my precious Beauty and the Beast. And Spielberg and Don Bluth. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, why not go ahead and subscribe, and if you have a topic you'd want an explainer on, just leave it in the comments below. Thanks!